The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
It's the bad boys of radio. Here's Jack and Ron.
Hey, happy day after Easter. Hope you got all kinds of good things in your Easter basket and a bunch of eggs filled with, little plastic eggs filled with all kinds of toys, trinkets, whatnots, and maybe gift certificates to your favorite restaurant or even possibly a $100 bill.
How about a real egg?
Yeah. I got none of
It's a lot cheaper than the stuff you were talking about.
I was going to say I got none of the above. But hey, we're here today, the day after Easter on this Monday, April the 10th, 2023 in the year of our Lord with Jack Elliott, Ron Williams, also known as Jack Damn Elliott, Ron Damn Williams, Oklahoma's two favorite jackasses, America's two favorite jackasses, the trash of the broadcast industry, pretty much the garbage of the broadcast community. And we're pretty damn proud of that. So thanks. We're here at Othello's Italian Restaurant in Oklahoma City. Well, actually Edmond, North Edmond on Broadway. That's downtown Edmond. And they have another restaurant known as Othello's, Campus Corner in Norman. And they also own another restaurant affiliated with the same family group known as Around the Corner, a breakfast restaurant right next door to Othello's up here in Edmond. And great breakfast restaurant, too, I might point out. Last week, we have this group of guys that get together for lunch once a week on a Thursday. And this week, it was my turn to choose the restaurant. I chose Around the Corner. God, everybody was thrilled. Everybody was so happy because you can get breakfast or lunch at Around the Corner their entire time. I think they're open from 6 a.m. till 2:30 or some such thing. Anyway, good stuff and good stuff here at Othello's. Today being Monday, it's build your own pasta night. You pick the pasta, you pick the sauce, you pick the protein.
Yeah, Around the Corner, they could bring breakfast, couldn't they?
They could bring that.
I know, because the Othello's is closed right now. They're opening up a little bit later on this afternoon. But Around the Corner could bring some breakfast right now.
They could. Around the Corner is open right now up until 2 or 2:30, and Othello's opens at 4 o'clock daily.
Next week, you know what I'm thinking about doing?
What's that?
Taking your order, take Richard's order, and put the order in and have them to bring it around here before we go on the air, and you all could, just because of the love I have in my heart.
That's awesome, man. All right.
Yeah.
Richard and I might take you up on that. Meanwhile, we got to mention our major sponsor of this fantastic, bombastic, #1 video podcast in America. It's a group known as Flash Hauler. Great organization. They transport merchandise, much like Uber transports people. Flash Hauler does the same with merchandise. You got a sofa, a couch, refrigerator, washer, dryer. You need to move it from point A to point B, maybe from that big box store to your house, and the big box store is going to take like 3 or 4 days to get it done. Not Flash Hauler. They got the app. You go to flashhauler.com. That's FLASHOLR.com. You go ahead and click on the app, open it up. They've got drivers and vehicles all over the city. Usually within an hour or two, they're transporting your merchandise.
Well, Jack, that's really interesting, but I have a question for you.
Please ask.
All right. I want to get a new rug, but I've got all this stuff on my rug, furniture and things like that.
Blood stains.
Yeah. Remind me to tell you about that.
All right.
And, with my back from long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So could Flash Hauler haul that stuff, not away, not across town, but somewhere close where I can get a new rug?
Oh, yeah. They can go ahead and they've got these things called a Hero Helper. Well, the Hero Helper comes in. He moves all that furniture out of that room. And then the people with the rug people come in, remove the rug or the carpet, and put in the new rug or a new carpet or new wood floors. And then that Hero Helper returns to, once again, move all that furniture back into that room.
All right.
Just like you like.
All right. Well, let me get
Great
ready.
idea, huh?
Let me go pick a favorite rug color.
All right. That's Flash Hauler. Go to FLASHOLR, flashhauler.com. All the information is there. You'll be surprised at how reasonable it is and how they get the job done that quick. Okay?
All right.
Keep that in mind. All right.
I want to thank my daughter. we had a big Thanksgiving feast blowout yesterday. And
nice.
She cooked and cooked. I know Saturday at 3:00 she was still up doing some cooking and things of that nature. We had parts of 5 families come over.
Holy cow!
Yesterday. Oh yeah, it was like that. And but she did a great job, and it was nice meeting members of the family that you don't always see.
Sure.
So
it's always nice.
It was nice.
Especially when they come and invade your property, your space. It's always nice to have strangers come in, maybe kind of rifling through your drawers when you're not looking. Things of that nature.
Oh, no, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about that, because when I come out of my bedroom, I close the door.
Good move.
Which is the sign, don't go in. But
right.
I just wanted to say thanks, because she did a fantastic job.
That's cool. We've got a situation with my wife and myself where it's just the two of us. We have no family, or at least here. So it's just the two of us. Weekend was great. We did a few things, ran around with a few folks in the evening. But otherwise, during the day, like on Easter, hung out at the house. I did a bunch of lawn work, backyard, front yard, all that crap, weed eating and so forth. And then was time for the Easter feast. And it's like, hey, it's Easter. What are we going to do? Let's go to Louis'. Othello's was closed yesterday for Easter. So he said, okay. We were going to come to Othello. He said, okay, we'll go to Louis'. Easter dinner for me was a chicken quesadilla, and it was damn good.
Oh, I wished you had come. I wish I should have invited you. Had wings, brisket.
Wow.
Ham. Let's see.
That might have been tough on my young schoolgirl figure that I'm trying to retain.
We had pot roast and greens.
Jeez.
And potato salad. Potato salad was dynamite. A big thing of a big tray of boiled eggs, deviled eggs, I guess.
Good God, you got everything.
Oh, man, let me tell you. And 4 desserts. And my daughter was very nice. And I went to the store, and she said, Dad, could you bring back some to-go boxes? And I was saying, why? I can't eat all of this. But anyway, I did. And everybody, again, I had a good time. I don't know why I thought you would be out just going at it. You should have come over.
I had a lot to do. Yeah, I was trying to take care of the yard. At any rate, doing all that, because it's one of the few, first weekends so far this year where the weather cooperated. I don't like working in the yard when the wind is 100 miles an hour, which it generally has been for the past 2 or 3 weeks. So with the weather being what it was over the weekend, excuse me, it gave me plenty of time to get out there in the yard and do some work. And then, by the way, earlier, like maybe Saturday, early in the morning, we went over to Joey's Cafe and I had Eggs Benedict. Very nice. So I had a pretty damn good Easter.
So you said Saturday?
Well,
yeah, I was trying. I'd like to compare the days sometimes just to make sure. Saturday you had Eggs Benedict. I had a McMuffin.
Hey, it beats a Hot Pocket. There you go. All right. We got a number of things to take care of here.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Jack and Ron. Welcome to the Jack and Ron podcast and video podcast at that, the #1 video podcast in America. A lot of things to cover here. I want to say hi to Stephanie Waller-Wichinski, who's checking us out today.
Oh, check out that message.
And Joanne Whitmer-Harms, as well as, let me see here. Stephanie. Oh, John Bennett says woohoo, and Sherry Eccles says good afternoon.
Don't forget about Stephanie.
Stephanie, what does she send here? Hi, guys. Sending you the stars I have. Thank you very much for sending stars.
All the stars.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
And Joanne Whitmer-Harm says, I miss you guys. Moved to Fort Collins, Colorado in 2008. We miss you too.
But you can still get us. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah. Still got us, no doubt about it. We got to get to Asinine Trivia. This is where we quiz Richard, the producer, director, and the guy who runs all the gear from Othello's right here in Edmond, Oklahoma.
He's ready.
You ready today, Richard? You ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Oh, got to turn your microphone on.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. Asinine Trivia. Trivia is so easy. It's asinine. We came up with this contest years ago when the sales department at the radio station would come to us with a pair of shoelaces to give away on the air, and they wanted us to make it sound as though we were giving away a brand new Mercedes G-Wagon. So we had to come up with something that was easy, simple, in and out. Asinine Trivia, here we go. Question number 1, Richard. What game is played with a basketball?
Basketball.
Got it. Ooh. Man, he's on it today.
You said ball and that was throwing me off.
You are on top of it. Question number 2, Richard. What style of food do you think they serve at Mama Roja Mexican Cantina?
Mexican restaurant.
You got it. Mexican is right. Good job, man. He's on it today, no doubt about it.
Man, he's sweating over there.
I am sweating.
Look at he's mopping his forehead.
Wow. Didn't mean to make you perspire like that. Finally, question number 3. Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma, who also enjoy sipping chocolate martinis from a freshly cleaned toilet bowl while having an enema administered, and who also perform the #1 video podcast in America.
Jack and Ron.
You got it.
Glad you guys are taking care of your health.
There you go. Yeah.
Sure.
Nothing like a toilet bowl martini.
And I can't tell you how many shots we had because of that, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. So we're good. We're all good.
We got a little Too Tough trivia we need to.
Yeah, we got to get Too Tough trivia. Let's take care of that first.
All right. I asked, and we didn't get an opportunity to settle on a question, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. The moon could be a planet. Why?
Because it's round. Is that a good enough answer or not good enough?
So is the sun. And
well, I know, but
that's not the answer, by the way.
All right.
That is incorrect.
Hey, I tried.
The moon could be a planet. Why? We'll tell you at the end of this particular podcast.
All
right.
By the way, Chandra Tucker is checking in with us today. Thank you, Chandra. And also, we've got Danny Hobson on board. Good to have you guys with us. Hey, go ahead and share this podcast with everybody you know. And by the way, our website is up, jackandron.com.
Thank you.
Jackandron.com, jackandron.com. Check it out. And also, we take voicemails from you now. Is that only on Spotify or is that on our website also?
That's a telephone number they can call.
Oh, we got a phone number. Yeah.
Yes.
What was that number again?
405-509. It just popped up and went away.
Well, just say it again, man, so everyone will know.
If he can get it. 405-509.
I'll have to pop it back.
5030, I think.
That is it.
Yeah, you'd think we'd know our own damn phone number.
What
the hell's wrong with us
high
people?
Quality production.
50-30. Well, it's 50-30 or 30-50. It's one of those two.
It's one of those two. Try both.
And
try both. And if one of them answers,
It's 405.
Pornhub, can we help you?
It's 509-5030.
509-5030. I was right.
yeah, give us a
405.
call. You can call right now.
Call
Anyway,
us now. 405. 509-5030. Operators are on duty standing by awaiting for your call. Don't forget to do so that you don't forget. Make that call right now. Operators will be on duty till midnight tonight.
All right. You know, something I was checking out this weekend, and I've checked it out before, listening to various people have comments about going out, eating, and service, and, you know, the service isn't like they want and what have you. They did a big survey. If you want better service at a restaurant, dress up.
Really?
Do not come in like, I got some cutoff jeans here and some tennis shoes and a t-shirt.
Mickey Mouse t-shirt with a hole under the
I
arm.
don't know, man. This past weekend, we went to Friday night. We went to a restaurant. I'm not going to disclose the name because the owners are actually cool people. But we went to a restaurant and we were all dressed up pretty nice. Business casual.
You wore your bow tie like you do sometimes?
And man,
You have a jacket?
I had a jacket.
Oh,
wow.
Hey, that's the main thing,
I had a
man.
jacket. And the service was kind of poor.
Well, you know, a lot of times it's not necessarily.
I can only say that obviously there was something else aside from dress that made them treat you that way.
Wonder what it was.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, the restaurant industry is hurting right now. It's hard to get servers. And the servers you do get, look at it like, I'll do it my way because the guy across the street will hire me in 30 seconds if you don't like it. And that's really kind of the way it is. It's unfortunate. Now, if you do run into good servers, you know, they deserve to be compensated because tips are part of their income. And I will say this because you got them around the restaurant business all the time, and all my best friends own restaurants. So I've learned an awful lot about that. Hell, I could own a restaurant, but guess what? I wouldn't. Man, you talk about a nightmare. I know you owned a club at one time, Ron. Talk about a nightmare, right?
Lord have mercy. I'll put it this way.
Where was your club located? It was on May?
No, it was on Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah. 50th, right around 50th.
Was that Ebony?
No, Images.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
And let me tell you, man,
Half the employees will walk out the back door with anything that's not nailed down if you're not careful.
I mean, it was wild for a long time until I don't know, somebody started cracking the whip and things got a little bit better. But no, I'll put it this way: I would never have another club. Never.
And I'll say this, since most of my good friends are all restaurant owners, most of them, such as Othello's, have pretty good servers. In fact, real good servers. I have the same guy every time we come. I sit at the same table, and this guy is tremendous. I wish the hell I could remember his name. I think it's Justin. Feel bad if I don't have it right, but at any rate, the guy's terrific. And other restaurants we go to and frequent, I'll just throw out a couple names. Louis, always good. Joey's Cafe. I'm not just trying to suggest you go to those places.
Or get a free meal.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying most of the time then the other thing is I like to talk to servers and say, look, listen, I got a tip, and I really do have a tip for them. The best way to get tipped properly and to get, great customer response from your service is smile. Oh, yeah, I see so many times I'll be in a restaurant and I'll see a server walking by, just frown on their face, walking, carrying food to a table or what. Just smile the whole damn time you're there. And guess what? I promise you'll get better response from the customers and probably better tips. Just smile and be happy. I know a lot of them are thinking, you be happy doing this shitty job. No, if you just smile, do you not agree that that's a way for those people to make you feel welcome in the establishment?
I smile anyway that I have service, so I smile all the time. But there's just every once in a while you run into what I call attitude.
Oh yeah,
and it's what do you want? I'd like some water to start with. And then a smile will go a long way. And of course, if you're the manager or something of that nature and you're keeping an eye out on your employees, then which ones are pulling their weight and which ones aren't. I'm looking at the time, brother.
I know we're running kind of long here. And I was also going to say one last thing real quick is it's always nice, too, if the manager of the establishment, as a manager, just walk around the table. People like to have the manager come over and say, hey, everything going well? And you enjoying your dinner or whatever? It doesn't take but 15 seconds and then move on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I only have one complaint, and that's that mouse that ran over there.
Well, we'll get him, and we'll be serving him on a taco in a little bit.
There you go.
Okay, let's get to our audio. Speaking of restaurants, here we go. The audio, first clip we have for you today. Restaurants around the country are offering free stuff, and they do this all the time. Free stuff to people on their birthday. I've never even thought to go get my freebies on my birthday, but I've heard about it. Here's a woman from North Carolina rattling off all the free stuff she got from stores and restaurants on her birthday. Listen to this.
I was determined this year to get everything for my birthday. But you know how you sign up for stuff. I went to Nothing But Cake and got my little free cake, my confetti cake. I love confetti cake. I went to Krispy Kreme and got my free dozen donuts. I went to Kohl's and used my $5 Happy Birthday Kohl's cash and got those super cute earrings. I went to Slim Chickens and got my free jar dessert. Ooh, I got another confetti cake from Publix. Went to Jersey Mike's and got a regular sub for free. And I went and got a free 20-ounce smoothie from Smoothie King.
Okay, she eat all that?
She saved enough money to put some gas in that car from driving all around the town.
I was going to say, she might want to check into a hospital to see if she's overdone it on the caloric intake. That's a lot of food to consume.
Now, it would be real interesting, and we can tackle this next week, maybe even today. If they know, they can send the comments. Where can you get some free birthday stuff when it's your birthday?
There's a bunch of places. I know that I think Jersey Mike's, like she was mentioning, is one of them. And I guess Nothing But Cakes.
She said Rising Cane's.
Maybe, yeah, Raising Cane's is probably one of them.
Why do they, here's the other part, do they advertise this? I never see them advertise it at all.
I think if you sign up, they'll send you a message.
I got if you've signed up to their email.
Yeah.
Well, if you have if you're logged into their email, like I got a note the other day from Potbelly Sandwiches. Come in anytime during the month of April, which is my birthday month, and you can get a free cookie or a free milkshake. If you want a free milkshake, go on in and, but I'll never cash in on it. It's just not my deal.
Really?
I'm not a sweets eater. So,
But that's the reason. It's not because you don't cash in on your birthdays. It's just because you don't eat sweets.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, well, give Richard your ID. He'll
Yeah, you want to go in and get the free milkshake?
Yeah, Jackie, baby.
There you go. All right, we better take a break because we're running way behind.
Oh, boy.
All right, we'll take a break, come right back. We've got a phone call you'll want to hear. Somebody who called and left us a voicemail about a program that's being offered through the federal government. It's just, it's kind of interesting, but in the meantime, we'll take a break, be right back. Hang on.
Hey, Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there?
Affirmative. Your backup is cloud-based. It's all on the cloud nowadays.
That's funny. But you guys have the wings?
Winger, Jack, winger. Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, big hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it. Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around and I don't see you. Well, wait, are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond. You bought it online, and now you need to haul that big couch. Flash hauler it. Bought a washer or dryer and need to transport it from the seller's location to yours? Flash hauler it. Have office furniture to move across town? Flash hauler it. Car breakdown and you need a tow? Flash hauler it. Anytime you need furniture or appliances moved or need a tow, Flash hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash hauler. Download the Flash hauler app free. Do it now. Flash hauler. All right, want to tell you a little bit more about Flash Hauler. They do some incredible things. They've got hauling on demand, HOD. They got moving on demand, MOD. They've got concierge premium, concierge light, a new feature called Nice and Free. They receive a lot of merchandise, chairs, sofas, love seats, that sort of thing, from people who are maybe downsizing, elderly folks maybe moving into an assisted living center.
Divorce?
They want to, they want to get rid of it. They got it, so they give it to Flash Hauler.
Yep.
Flash Hauler will give it to you free. Go to flashhauler.com, FLASHOLR.com.
Check it out.
Go there free. Get the stuff free, I should say. And all you do is have Flash Hauler bring it to wherever it is you want it. That's simple enough. And they do an awful lot of other things as well. If you have anything else you need to transport, a washer, a dryer, a sofa, a couch, just anything.
And remember, they will move furniture within your home.
Yeah.
It never has to cross the threshold of the front door.
They'll move it around.
Yeah, they'll move it around for you.
Just so you can have other work done in your house. If you're having your kitchen remodeled, move the kitchen set out of there while they remodel, and they'll come back and move it back in. So just go to flashhauler.com, FLASHOLR.com. Trucks and drivers all over the city. Be more than happy to help you guys out. We got to get to Roy, but before we do, I just want to say real hi. Hi, real quick.
Man.
Oh, is email before Roy?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Oh, son of a gun. Just real quick then. Hi to Benny Boyles checking us out today. Cody Cosgrave and Mark Silvers also watching today. Hey, share this podcast with all your friends. Remember to go to our website, jackandron.com, JACKANDRON.com. Check it out and also leave us a voicemail at that phone number, 405-509-5030. All right, let's get to that email.
Dear Jack and Ron, our son is in college, but lives with us.
Oh.
He has started inviting friends to his garage apartment. Most of them are girls, and some stay all night.
Cool.
We don't approve of this type of behavior, but realize he's not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
What to do?
Well, if he's not paying rent and you're footing the bill, then you can pretty much, make the rules. Is that not right?
Basically, I agree with that. But I'm thinking maybe if you talk to him and find out where his head is, maybe it's somebody special and you just see them come and go all the time. or he's a male whore. So here's the deal.
Okay, go ahead.
just check that out and express your feelings. I don't know if you've done that or not, but let him know how you feel about it and see if he can't go ahead and adjust his schedule, or at least adjust how many people come over. Lucky dog.
I'm thinking too, maybe it's mom who's writing the email, because I don't think dad would give a rat's, because dad is like, yeah, son, go for it.
Dad had to get out there and hustle just like his son.
Sure thing. So it could be too that dad says, all right, mom's not happy about it. Here, son, here's a little money. Go get a hotel. Take her over there.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, let me know which one you're at. Okay,
Good job, Daddy. Good job. All right. We got to get to Roy, the movie guy. He's always giving us an update on all the films that are hitting the box office. Good morning, Roy.
Thank you, guys. I hope everybody had a happy Easter. And now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend at the box office. First up, we have Renfield. Renfield, the tortured aide to his narcissistic boss, Dracula, is forced to procure his master's prey and do his every bidding. However, after centuries of servitude, he's ready to see if there's a life outside the shadow of the Prince of Darkness. Starring Nicolas Cage, Nicholas Hoult, and Awkwafina. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes long. Up next, we have Mafia Mama. A mild-mannered suburban mum unexpectedly inherits her late grandfather's mafia empire in Italy. Guided by the firm's trusted concierge, she hilariously defies everyone's expectations as she finds herself stuck in the middle of a deadly mob war. Starring Toni Collette and Monica Bellucci. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes long. And finally, we have The Pope's Exorcist, starring Russell Crowe. Inspired by the actual files of Father Gabriel Amorth, chief exorcist of the Vatican. The Pope's Exorcist follows Amorth as he investigates a young boy's terrifying possession and ends up uncovering a centuries-old conspiracy the Vatican has desperately tried to keep hidden. Rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 43 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, thank you, Roy. There's one thing I was thinking about, especially when you talk about exorcists, whether it's the Pope or that first big hit. If these exorcisms are real, and really the devil or whatever, isn't it a situation? Wouldn't they be on like Dr. Phil or somebody?
You would
like
think
that?
so, yeah.
They would be like, hey, it was in me, and we filmed it, and here's me spitting, whatever it is. Here's my head turning around. Here's me floating in the air. None of that stuff. You never hear any of that. Why?
Yeah, I know. Why?
Yeah.
Good question.
All right. By the way, Roy mentioned last week about the Mario Brothers, the Super Mario Brothers movie. It broke the record for the biggest global opening ever. $377 million.
Wow. Big time.
For the weekend. Woo.
I guess because a lot of parents take their kids and what have you.
Oh, yeah, they'll keep them quiet.
Yeah, got to say hi to Dale Alvis. Dale is watching today. Hey, thanks for checking us out today, Dale. Be sure to share this video podcast, the #1 video podcast in America, with all your friends
out here.
on. Who's that?
Cameron Cox. Oh, Cam.
Oh, really? I didn't see his name doesn't pop up. This is what we don't understand about the algorithms with Facebook. Cam's name didn't pop up on my phone, but it popped up on yours.
Yeah.
We never understand this stuff. All right, we got to get to some more audio. Gwyneth Paltrow found not liable in that Utah civil trial.
Oh, did you really think they were going to rule against her?
I know, it sounded crazy.
Man.
A retired optimist. He was optimistic, all right. A retired optometrist, Terry Sanderson, alleged that Gwyneth Paltrow, had crashed into him on a Utah ski slope back in 2016. Here is the verdict being shared.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Was Gwyneth Paltrow at fault? No. Was Terry Sanderson at fault? Yes. Did Terry Sanderson's fault cause Gwyneth Paltrow's harm? Yes. What % of the fault do you assign to Terry Sanderson? 100%. Damages. What amount fairly compensates Gwyneth Paltrow for economic damages? $1.
That's all she wanted.
Yeah,
was
that's all what she
$1.
wanted
She
was
was countersuing for
$1.
a buck. But how? I mean,
Because she wasn't in it for the money. She's just trying to defend herself against this guy who claims. Now, Ron and I have both been snow skiing, and we know how it can be dangerous if there's a lot of people on the slopes. And things can happen where two people encounter one another, not on purpose. So he's claiming she ran into him, not necessarily on purpose, but she was not very responsible on skis.
Well, here's the deal, too, as well, I should say. He's there. And he has big time attorney and, doctor explaining all of the injuries that he had broken ribs and he's not quite straight in the head as yet. And I was watching some of it on CNN. And
I watched a little of it too.
And she always came in nice, cool, calm, collected, dressed to the nines. And not only did they find her not guilty, as you heard, but they assigned 100% of the blame to him.
Yeah. So basically, apparently there must have been enough witnesses on the slope to come forward to say it wasn't her fault. He ran into her. She didn't run into him. Anyhow, there you go. The verdict being read.
Small as she is, man.
Yeah, I know. Tiny little thing.
Bounced off. If she'd run him, she'd bounce. Well, anyway, that's beside the point. On we go.
On we go. Oh, it is time for News of the I'll Be Damned.
Well,
hey, this is kind of interesting. Chipotle will usually, the restaurant Chipotle, they'll usually give you extra toppings if you ask nicely. But police in Columbus, Ohio are looking for two people who freaked out at a Chipotle last week because they didn't get enough cheese. Aw. They cornered a female worker, all because they didn't get enough cheese. They cornered her and ripped her hat off. Ripped off her hat. A few other employees came to help her. That's when one of the suspects pulled a gun. Oh, yeah. Guns. Aren't we great with guns? Geez, I love this. Give everybody a freaking gun. The other suspect repeatedly said, shoot her. Shoot him. Shoot all the employees. But thankfully, nobody was shot. No shots were fired. Witnesses claim the gun misfired, but it's unclear what happened. Anyway, security footage has shown a few odds and ends, and it appears like a man and a woman, but there isn't a clear look at them. Suspects ransacked the restaurant, ran off. They're offering a cash reward for any info for the suspects.
Those suspects should be happy they weren't in Florida. They just passed the law that you can carry a concealed weapon. Anybody can. Yeah. You don't have to have a license
or a brain.
Yeah, but can you imagine
Welcome
in that
Florida.
state, everybody's got a gun? I don't get it. And I don't know if you saw. I'm pretty sure you did because you're like me. You like to watch the news and keep up.
Constantly.
All those high school students and I think some college students as well that are across the nation walked out in response.
And they're marching,
Yeah. And it's like, okay.
We want to live. We don't want to be shot up in school.
That's it. From coast to
sense.
coast. Now,
Yeah.
what are you going to do, representatives in those certain states that have those schools, or at least the students? What are you going to do about it when you see from coast to coast a lot of kids walking out, signs and things of that nature? It sounds like a major problem to me. And as a lot of the protesters were saying, it's all about the money. You're getting all. They did one interview with one guy. NRA gave you $1 million last year, didn't they? Well, that's campaign. I don't see what that has to say anything about. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. By the way, there was another shooting today in Louisville, Kentucky at a bank. 5 people shot to death. Several others in the hospital recovering. And then there was another shooting a few blocks away from that incident. Another shooting that I don't have all the information on that. But at any rate, we're not anti-gun, but by God, you got to have some background.
Man.
You got to have background checks on these people. They're issuing guns to every, an idiot, every mental patient out there that wants one.
You got the cash, you can get your firearm.
Yeah.
And check out remember I was in Tennessee, I believe, where they had the 3 the local Congress people. Yep. They were against that. They were saying, hey, you do something about these guns. 2 black, 1 white. And they threw out 2 of the congressmen.
Yeah.
Guess which 2?
I remember. I watched it. The two African-American congressmen thrown out, and then...
it's the same. I mean, they were all charged
all three together.
The same, but only three lost their office.
Right. Two lost the office. The one... the one woman, white woman, got to keep her office by one vote, apparently. By the way, Claudia Estrada is watching today. Hey, Claudia, how are you? Thanks so much for checking us out.
Are you any kin to Eric? Don't know?
Don't know.
Check it out.
This is from D. He called the number that you guys can call as well. What is it, Jack?
405 503
509.
509, sorry, 5030. 509 5030, area code 405. Yeah. 405 509 5030. And so he called this number, and here's what he had to talk about.
This is D. Just called to voice some concern about the new FedNow program from the government. Kind of curious, kind of interested in what it will bring.
Yeah. FedNow. We've all watched the video, or at least the introductory video about FedNow. It's a program where they, and Richard, you might have to help me through this, but the way I understood it is if you're making a payment on something, that payment will instantaneously go from your card to a bank to whoever, and then to the retail outlet immediately. So everything's paid to me. But I've always thought that happened anyway. When I use my
it's called HCH.
Yeah.
ACH.
So when I use my debit card, it looks to me like, hey, the second I've paid, whoever it is, maybe it's Cox Communications or Sprint or somebody. So you pay it, and boom, within seconds, you got a notification your bill has been paid.
Yeah.
I think this is the plan for America's trying to go more of a digital currency. And this is, I think, the first of many different steps that we'll see at the attempt of, trying to go a digital currency. And right now, what they're able to do with this new program is just they're the guys who are moving your money from this account to this account to this account and reporting back. I think the video kind of just made it sound like it's a brand new technology.
Right.
But for everybody who lives in 2023 knows this is not
that new.
At all.
Yeah. See, with me, the only account I feel comfortable with is my account. That's where I want my money.
Yeah,
and my account, and I guess you do the exact same way. A lot of times I have
the bills,
just automatically taken out. I don't have to worry about it. And there's some.
If it's somebody you trust, you have the money automatically removed from your bank account.
Yeah. And if it's not, they get a check and that's it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like my money going through too many hands.
And now it'll just go through the government's hands.
Yeah, great.
So we all trust them
that
so
really
much.
makes me feel safe. That's the government's hands.
Makes you feel warm and cozy.
That's going to make you feel safe with your money. That's another thing. I worry about the banks. I'm worried about all that. I sometimes think just take all your money in cash and hide it. Because I just don't trust the way the government is handling financial institutions and whatever.
They're already giving you notices if you have a credit card, especially if you're getting some gas or something. Be careful that that machine that you put in
doesn't have a skimmer.
Yeah. So what I've started doing, I figure out my days, sometimes 2 or 3 days, and I get cash, and I just pay cash, and I'm done with it. It's scary out there, man. It's just scary.
And some businesses will say, we don't. I've seen a couple businesses. We are a cashless business. If they don't take cash, I'm like, I ain't coming to your place.
Except for Egg Roll Express, baby.
Egg Roll Express takes cash only.
That's it.
Yeah, what I'm saying is some businesses don't take any cash, and they're all, card only, credit card only. And I'm like, credit or debit card. I'm like, okay, I guess I won't be shopping there.
I'm real suspicious. We want your card, not your cash.
Yeah.
We want your card. Well,
and I would think
I need someplace else to eat.
Interesting thought, too. With the card, they have to pay a service charge to credit card companies. If you use your American Express, Visa, or whatever, they have to pay a service charge every single time somebody uses a card. Now, granted, it's not gigantic if you're only spending $10 or whatever, but if you're spending a couple $1,000s on something, the fee can be pretty high, like $80 or so. They have to pay that fee. Wouldn't they be happier with cash? I would think. They wouldn't have to pay the fee. That's just my thought. Okay, we got to move along. We're way behind. Time to run some audio for you. Often during our radio show, years ago. Various celebrities would drop in.
Door was always open.
Always open. This was one of those times when Jack Nicholson dropped in after hearing us talk about certain public figures having affairs and such. And it happened to be the day after the Academy Awards, in fact. Here's a quick visit from Jack Nicholson.
Hey, fellas, hold on. Hey, I hear you doing the show and all this stuff and all this rinky-dink stuff about affairs and people cheating on one another.
Hey, didn't see you last night,
I was
Jack.
there. I was there, mister. Listen, thanks for letting me join you here on the broadcast. It's me, Jack. No, not that pansy pink panty wearing Jack Elliott. Me, the real Jack. You've seen me in all the big movies. Now I don't work at all because I'm freaking rich. I don't have to. I don't need to work. But I wondered if you saw me at the Academy Awards last night.
Missed you. They didn't zero in on you. Were you inside that little circle where I think they had all the nominees and all that?
I was covered up with hot female flesh. Let me tell you, the babes were all over me last night. I felt like I was a bottle of tequila in an alcohol rehab center. They were all over me. Damn, man, you boys need to get out more often. You can't believe what's going on out there. God, why don't they do something bigger with this show of yours, by the way?
Well, why don't you invite us out to Hollywood sometimes? I mean, you're our friend and everything. You got a big mansion. Why don't you go ahead and say, hey, guys, come crash with me?
Maybe I'll do that. I mean, I actually kind of like this little puppy dog program you guys do here each morning. It's a fun little dog and pony show, and I think we need to expose it to the rest of the world. If you know what I mean. Well, I mean, I'm going back to Hollywood and telling my agent we need to syndicate you guys and get your show on in men's rooms in all the airports and businesses around the country, because if anything will give a man the urge to get off the pot or get it done, it's listening to this show. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, thanks a lot. You're kind of harsh. By the way, I did see you last night, but I saw you in the Salute to Horror where you were in The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Yeah.
You remember that movie, don't you, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, of course you do. Listen, guys, I got to run. Getting a call from a bigger name on my cell phone. In fact, let me grab this real quick. Hold on a sec, guys. Yeah, Eric Estrada. Yeah, I'll be with you, buddy, in just a sec. Hang on. I got to get out of this.
Last time I saw him, he was selling sunglasses.
I got to get out of this little rinky-dink radio show thing, and that's the truth. Oh, but wait, you can't handle the truth.
There you go, Jack, dropping by to visit with us.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, one thing, by the way, Stephanie wrote us a comment, and we were talking about the cash transactions just a moment ago. And she says, cash could become worthless too. Precious metals are the only secure form of currency, but I can't afford it.
Yeah, I know. You always hear all these commercials and you hear all these, and they're pitches to get you to buy through certain organizations or companies. You know, if you buy so much silver, if you buy so much gold, that's going to always be a standard. It's always worth something, I guess, worldwide, pretty much.
Well, I'm thinking that. Now, the only thing that you could buy, like the precious metals and the things that could counter that, will be that person over there buying a gun.
There you go.
Coming over, taking all your precious metals.
There you go. All right, we got to get to the, man, are we behind? Got to get to the
Sleazy, Trashy, Showbiz Report.
All right, Jeopardy champ Brian Heiniger, he was on last week, as a matter of fact, on Jeopardy, received a lot of flack because his hair and his mustache made him look like Hitler. So what did he do?
He said, "Heil Hitler."
No, he lost.
Oh, he lost.
Yeah, so he's not.
Do you think he lost on purpose because of that?
I don't think so. It was kind of tight, but I was looking at him and I noticed there was something. I didn't draw that comparison, but yeah, I agree. It made him sort of look like Hitler. Fentanyl is the cause of Coolio's death. Meth and heroin was also in his system as well. It's a doggone shame. Jennifer Lopez catching grief because she doesn't drink, but she launched a new cocktail brand.
Oh, yeah.
But she doesn't drink. I mean, what's wrong
and
with
she's
that?
getting flack about it, too, because she's married to Ben Affleck, who obviously, over the years, we've all heard of his alcohol problem.
Drunk.
Yeah, and his alcohol issues. So people are giving her a rash of crap because she's representing alcohol product, and she's married to a guy who's obviously a confirmed alcoholic who has gone through various treatment programs.
Well, that's what happens when two people get together. You both have to work extra hard, do all kinds of things.
Right.
I'm looking at some of the Italian nightwear that she is advertising as well. She comes out in a little, well, anyway.
Really?
Yeah, that lucky dog.
Well, hubba.
All right. Well, people online say that Starbucks' new olive oil drinks, they say it acts just like a legit laxative.
I can imagine olive oil will go through you like, whatever through a goose.
And I'm just saying, who came up with this idea? Let's throw some olive oil in your coffee. Well, if you do, make sure you're not too far from home.
Now, who's the barista that came up with that? Find him a new job.
Insane. It seems Madonna is undergoing procedures to restore her natural look. She caught a whole bunch of flack for the way that she looked. You can barely see her. The last time was at the Grammys, I believe, and it was kind of terrible. But she's trying to redo or undo all of that stuff. And
she's trying to make herself look old. I mean, she obviously the work she had done was intentional to make herself look younger. Now she wants to go back to looking older. I don't know.
She says natural, more natural. Maybe Vince McMahon needs to go through the same thing. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
God, man.
Who did his work?
They had both of them side by side, the old Vince and the new Vince. And he's got that basketball head, face all.
It's aggressive.
And I'm saying, boy, you better hope you don't mess, with a wrestler. He'll hit your head and pop it. And finally, I've seen this movie and it's absolutely fantastic. It's so funny. Cocaine Bear. If you got Peacock, it's dropping on Peacock this Friday.
All right.
That's your Hollywood update, baby.
All right. Time for Jack and Ron to get to the important part of the program here as we get toward the end. It is time for
the dumbass joke of the day.
All right, here's the deal. We have three very cheesy jokes. Extremely cheesy jokes, and as is the case every week, we ask Ron to pick one of the cheesy jokes. So again, we waste no time in letting Ron pick his cheese. Joke number one, Dave. That's for joke one, Dave. Number two, Paperboy. Number three, the boss. Dave, Paperboy, the boss.
Oh, that's easy. I remember seeing a movie called Dave. Let's go with Dave.
Oh, Dave it is.
Yeah. You didn't see that movie?
I don't remember.
Where he impersonates the president. They were almost twins, and the other president is caught in a situation, and they have him hidden because of politics. And this guy looks just like him. They train him, and the only person who caught on that it was fake was the president's wife.
Wow.
And she and the president and she and Dave end up in the end getting together.
Never saw that movie.
Dave was a gentle lover.
But we'll get to this joke.
I'm sorry, go right ahead.
Dumbass joke of the day. Dave, that's the guy's name. Dave doesn't seem right in the head.
Yeah.
So he's committed to an institution. He's sitting at a table writing something. The doctor comes in and says, "Hey, Dave, what you doing?" Dave says, "I'm writing a letter to myself." Doctor says, "Really? What does it say?" Dave says, "I don't know. I haven't received it yet." See? Hey, you liked it.
No.
Okay, the Paperboy. Paperboy says to a customer one day, "You know, Mr. Smith, I wish I had 20 customers like you. I wish I had 20 customers just like you." Mr. Smith says, "Man, that's nice to hear, but I'm kind of surprised considering I never tip all that well and I always pay late." And the Paperboy says, "I know, but I'd still like to have 20 customers like you. Problem is I have 140 customers like you."
Oh,
get it? Yeah. Okay.
He's on a roll.
And one more for you. Boss is trying to hire a new employee. The boss is trying to hire a new employee. He's got a pile of 300 resumes on his desk. He needs to pick somebody quickly. So the boss tells his assistant, "Look, make 50 calls and toss out the rest. Okay? Make 50 calls on these resumes. Take 50 of them, call just to do the interview and get rid of the rest." And the assistant says, "Wait a minute, throw away 250 resumes?" He says, the guy says, "Well, what if the best candidates are in there?" The boss says, "You got a point, but then again, I don't need people with bad luck working around here."
Oh,
hey, come on, you get it.
Geez.
That's a good one.
If
Wasn't too bad.
It was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of semi-grim this week.
Okay. All right, then let's try not to be too grim as we get to Tribond. Every week we give you 3 words. You got to come up with one word that works with the 3. Your answer must match ours. And by the way, Cynthia Rosemarian is watching along with Janet Marie and Jamie Williams. We got a bunch of new people. Mike Fields.
I was about to say.
Hey.
Happy Monday to you, sir.
Greatest engineer in America, Mike Fields, online. All right. Tribond. We'll give you the 3 words. You come up with one word that works with the 3. These were the 3 words from last week. I thought it was pretty simple. I thought it was so simple a 3-legged dog with no tail and an eye patch could get it.
Of course.
I thought for sure a chicken with 1 feather and no pecker could get this. Okay, here we go. Job, care, light. One word works with those 3. Answer must match ours. Job, care, light. Come on, Richard, you got it?
Is it fair?
No, it's not
Say
fair.
that again.
Job, care, light.
Less.
Switch.
No. Well, there goes that 1 feathered chicken.
Field.
No.
See, care,
That 3-legged dog just ran by.
Job. Huh.
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea. Less came to my mind. Jobless, careless, and
That's a good answer, but it's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, the 3 words again. Job, care, light. The word was day. Day job, daycare, daylight. How about that?
That's aggressive.
Come on, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was.
All right.
We'll remember this.
All right, we got another one for you to think about. You got 7 days to think about this one. 3 words again. 1 word works with these 3. The 3 words today. Oh, this one is simplistic. A monkey with no tail and a rotten banana could get this. Hop, insurance, wax. One more time. Hop, insurance.
Oh, I got this one.
Wax. Okay. Got it? Yeah.
I got it.
One more time. Hop, insurance, wax. We'll give you the answer next week. I have a feeling Richard already knows because he's indicating that he does.
Well, you remember, Richard has a very smart wife.
I just texted to her. She has not responded back.
She hasn't responded? Wow. Okay. Well.
Why? If you think you have it, why'd you text her?
I don't know. It's just like our little
you
trying to hedge your bet.
Trying to confer.
Yeah.
All right. We got to get to wrapping this thing up. We got to get to Too Tough Trivia and give the answer to the big question today, which was?
The moon could be a planet. Why? Richard?
I said because it's round. Richard, your answer?
I didn't know why.
Okay.
I knew the other answer. Oh, the other one we were thinking about saying instead. This one, I don't know. I love the moon passionately, but I don't see why it could be a planet.
It could be a planet. Okay.
It's in our solar system?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
In our solar, it's just right up there, man.
That was my secondary answer because it's in our solar system. But no, that's not the answer.
The moon could be a planet because it's 46% larger than Pluto, which they have now reinstituted as a planet.
But it's 46% larger than Pluto?
46% larger than Pluto. So with that in mind, the moon could be a planet.
Yeah, but Pluto's cool.
Pluto's freezing.
Pluto's cold. Yeah. Hey, Jesse.
But who are we trying to go? What are we trying to do? We're trying to get to the moon.
All right. Jesse Cabling is checking us out too today. Hey guys, be sure to let everybody know about this video podcast, the #1 video podcast in America. Share it with all your friends, your loved ones, your pet monkey, whoever, whatever. Share it on your Facebook. You can also go ahead and throw it over to Instagram or Twitter or whatever you want to do. Let everybody know.
You need to let as many people know exactly that you are listening and watching this particular podcast before the authorities. I'm not saying that they are, I'm not saying that they will, but they could come in and say, all right, you guys, we're taking you off the air. They could
just
do that.
Never know.
But we want to have as big a group of people. We want it like it's a gathering at Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
That many people out there. That's what we want.
Yeah. Like a giant circus. By the way, we want to thank Dee, who is actually our first caller on our new line, area code 405-509-5030. That's 405-509-5030. Left us a voicemail. You can do the same. It's 405-509-5030. Leave us a voicemail. I'd like to have you check in with us. We got to get out of here. Thanks to Flash Hauler, the major sponsor of this program. you need to move anything other than a dead body, go to flashholler.com.
What if I wrap it up real neat?
Maybe if they don't know.
All right.
FLASHOLR.com, flashholler.com. Drivers all over the city. They move furniture. They move refrigerator, washer, dryer, whatever. They'll take care of it for you. And also thanks to the great folks here at Othello's Italian Restaurant.
Yay!
Great Italian food. They've got a location on Campus Corner in Norman and this one here in Edmond at 1 South Broadway. Come on out. They open at 4 o'clock every day. Check out the great Italian food here at Othello's, one of our favorite places. Thanks to Richard for doing the work behind the scenes, all the gear, running it and producing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Richard.
Way to go, Dick.
Thank you.
We got to get out of here. You go out to do what you do it like Jack and Ron. Be the best at what you do. Like Jack and Ron, go out there, give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Like Jack and Ron, go give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good day.